This is another week for InDesign, just another exercise we'll be doing. Everything will be on the Moodle. You're in this week here, but just for example, I'm going to put all this stuff onto the Moodle. You're going to go into the folder, which will be say what it is for today, for the date on it. Click on the thing, download the whole folder, and you'll download all the stuff that you need. Okay, so in that there'll be a bunch of images. There's a logo, there's a magazine that you're going to trace, and there's an image of an old man. So there's him. That's what we're going to trace, and this is a little made-up logo we're just going to chuck into it. So let's get straight into it. InDesign down the bottom here, we're going to go File, New Document. I'm going to do all this with you in class very slowly, so this is just a backup. So New Document. In this one, I'm going to do a book, which is 200. So we're going to click on Print up here. It's going to be 200 millimeters by 200 millimeters. Okay, and make sure you type millimeters if it's not coming up with the right size, mm. Don't about any of this stuff. We'll go into this later on, but none of this stuff. We're just going to say create. You can make margin 0 if you wanted to, and just say create, and that's going to give a 200 by 200 thing. This stuff you've done in InDesign already, so we're going to go. We've downloaded all of our stuff. We've got it in a certain place. We're going to go File, Place, and we're going to go to the magazine. So this magazine. So I'm going to drag that from the page. I'm going to drag my box to be the right size or to the right depth. So you can see now we did this last week. I've just got that one's on my page. So we want to get into this. So we want to make this box smaller, or we want to click on the center of this, hold it down, and we're going to move our thing up. We're lining it up to this corner up here. So we're going to line him up to the corner of the white. That will do. I'm going to make my screen a bit smaller. Grab that corner, hold shift down and scale it out. So we're going to go back to the corner. We want the picture, grab it and just scale it out. So it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just kind of going to get it as close as we are. So that's our thing in the middle of our page. Okay, that's it. Right, we're just going to draw the stuff over the top of it like we're doing each week. So click on this guy. I'm going to go to my layers. I'm going to lock that. First thing I might do is make that a bit lighter because I want to trace over the top of it. I'm going to lock off my layer here. I'm going to make a new layer and I'm going to start on putting my elements into it. So this triangle is the first one. So I'm going to use my pen tool over here. I'm going to click on, just come across, come down. This is like Illustrator, which is done. I've just drawn a box straight up. Inside that box, I'm going to go File, Place. I'm going to get the old man face and I'm going to put him into that thing. If I click in, it's all to do with this bit in the middle. With my selection tool up here, if I click on that, I can move the whole thing around. But if I click on the circle in the middle, that will get the face. So there's two parts to it. So if I click on the circle, I can scale the face up and down to work. So it all works from this bit in the middle. So be very careful where you click for that one. So now I've got him. All good. So I'm just going to grab that. I can hold shift down, scale up and down. So that will just sit into. That's how you put a picture. We've done this already a few times. That's that one. I'm going to draw a Z here. I'm using my pen tool. Same way. Click on there. There. So just click. We're just doing straight clicks. Come across. Click. This is all just pure Illustrator. This one. So come across. Up to the top. Across. That's going to be filled black, so we're going to fill that black over here. But just for now, I'm going to flip the colors around because I'm going to put some type into it. I'll fill it black a bit later on. This type, I'm just clicking on the enlargement tool and the space bar on my computer. I'm moving this around. I'm going to put some text in this box. So the way I'm going to do this, all this stuff you've done already, none of this is new. I'm going to draw a box the same depth and the width as what it should be. So what I've done there is if I show my guides here, this one, you can see there's a red box there. So I go back to my text tool, click on the box that I want. I'm going to go type, fill with placeholder text. That's going to put text into that job. I'm going to select all my text. I'm going to make it a better size. Remember, there's lots of ways to do this. I can make the point size smaller up here. I can go to my properties palette, and that comes from window properties. That opens up this guy, and everything will be in there that I'm clicking on. So I can make that the point size bigger, smaller. I'm going to change the font to a nicer font than that. We might just do this one. I don't care which font you use, just as long as it's close to what it is. Make it a little bit smaller. So come down in size, this 8, 7. I need some more type in that. So I'm going to go back up to type, fill with placeholder text, and that will just fill that out. We're going to be clever here. So what we're going to do now, this top of the box is in the right spot. So with the direct selection tool or the white arrow, you can click on that. You can click on the middle of your job and just get the middle, the bottom. So if you click in the middle of the base of that, that's going to go in there like that. Next thing I'm going to do, I can do all that again. I may as well do all that again. You could have copied that box across, but we want one of these guys. I'm going to use this text. So go Edit, Select All, or Command A, Command C, or copy. Go into this box. Go Command V, paste. Go back to the white arrow. We're going to click on the middle of this guy, and click on the middle of the box, and come across. That's my pictures. That's my text in there. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to logo. I've just done a rough version of this logo, so remember how to put a logo in. So just go File, Place. You've got the logo because you saved everything, and it says Logo 1. So click on that one, and I'm just going to click once there, and that will go in to be the right size. Okay, this text down the bottom will just be text, so you can do all this stuff. So just draw a text box. You can't read it's only a rough scan, so I'm going to cut it through a couple of lines out of there, paste them into there. That text in there is going to be very small. That's about right. So we might use the same box. So I'm going to get this box, edit, copy, edit, paste. So that box is going to be over here now. We'll do I won't do all three of these, but you can do all three of these. So that text in there is going to be white. In the properties palette, fill, we've got papers white. You could have done up the top here. You could have gone fill, colors. There's all different ways to do everything. So that's it. You can put all the text in that, but you can see what we're doing there. So that text is going to go across in there. This word here, we're just going to draw a box, and I'm just going to type in capital Z, W-A-R-T. No idea. Don't ask me what it is. Select that text there. So use your point size. Go bigger, 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 bigger. If you hold shift down, it will go up in lots of 10. So I'm going to let this go outside of the box. So that text has gone bigger than, so drag my box out bigger. So this text, you've got to be clever with your fonts here now. So you want to do this one. So we're going to do Helvetica for this one. So I type up the top. So this Helvetica, condense, bold. That would be close to right. So we're going to do that one. If it's not condensed enough, we're going to learn a new thing today. Up the top here, same as with your character palette over here, you've got this one here. You've got some things you can do here. So you can squash the text in. So this one. So what that's doing there, that's vertical, that's tracking. So that's going to squash it in. Or you can also go up to this one, and the top here, you've got horizontal scale, and you can scale that word in there. So maybe it's probably more horizontal scale than it is tracked. So this is getting all a bit technical, but you'll be all over it. So you can see up the top here, horizontal scale. And the reason I've got text stuff there, because I'm on the A here. So scale that in a bit. That's pretty close. Back to the selection tool. That's going to go up to there. That's pretty good. Try not to get your boxes to overlap, so we want that to sit in there. This up here is just a piece of this one, so I'm just going to copy that one. So Command C, Command V. So I've just got that up there. So I'm going to drag the box out to that. I'm going to go back in. We've done this already. Remember, that's box. If I click on once with the selection arrow, that just gives me everything that's in that box. If I click on the thing in the middle, that's giving me the picture in it. So if I just scale that up, all I've got is just a little piece of that. I can come down here and I can rotate that around a bit. So just kind of match it as close. So all they're doing is just using a little bit of my logo just to sit in there like that. Then we're going to go back to this gun. We're going to put some more text up the back. So we might, even if we just copy and paste. So we've got a couple of these guys that are going to go up here. So from that one, so back to the Z, we're going to fill that Z black. So we can either flip that around so it's black. We've got a red box that goes across the bottom. So literally just draw a box across the bottom like that. And we're going to fill that guy red. So I can use that, or I can go to swatches and I can fill it red. It's because I drew it after my type, I have to right click on it and say arrange, center back, or go up the top here and say object, arrange, center back. So what I'm going to do now, because I've done this on layers and I can't find my layers palette, which is good. So go window, layers, open it up. I'm going to turn my background layer off, and I'm going to come over to my tool palette. Your tool palette might look long like that. Those little two arrows will get it around, so it's like that one. And this one, So that's pretty good. So do your more text. So that's our exercise for today. So I'll leave you go with that. If you want to make a PDF of that one now you've finished it, very simply go File, Adobe PDF, smallest file size. We're going to come in, this is Gavin Advert, go back to the same spot, go back to where you've saved everything, navigate through, put it back in the right folder. I'm just going to put this on my desktop for now, put it into the right spot and just go save. There's a world of stuff that this does, but just for now, all you want to do is say view PDF after exporting, which is here. So turn that guy on and just say export and just go OK. Just go OK to all of these, and that there is going to make a wonderful PDF that you can email and print and do whatever you want. That's it for today. Okay, so this is all the stuff that we're going to do, but it's quite a good exercise, but it'll teach you a lot of type and stuff like that. Thanks, guys.